Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Teacher Michael from teachermichaelonline.com. For those of you who are new around here, I am an online teacher and I help other teachers have more fun in the classroom, book more students, and ultimately make more money as online teachers. If any of those things are things that you are remotely interested in, I'm going to encourage you to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on future videos. I can wait. I've got a couple of juggling balls here. If you want to just take a second to hit subscribe, I'll entertain myself, it's fine. All right, have you done it? In today's video, I want to talk about Outschool. And more specifically, I'm going to be talking about my Outschool and perhaps your Outschool introduction video. Intro videos are something that I've kind of started specializing in over the last couple of years. I've helped a lot of online teachers improve the quality of their intro videos, which in turn has led to them booking more students. For those of you who don't know what Outschool is, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. It is a link to a podcast episode that I did with teacher Brooke, and it is kind of everything you need to know to get started on Outschool. But in case you don't have time for that right now, I'm just going to give you the quick Cole's Notes, and this is what it is. Outschool is a company that allows you to teach whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a traditional school subject, so you could teach a class on baking, you could teach photography, you could teach how to start a YouTube channel. It's totally up to you. The other nice thing about Outschool is that you are the one who sets the price of your class. That gives you a lot more control, and it also gives you a greater earning potential per class or per hour. If you want more information, or if you'd like to apply using my referral link, I'm going to put the podcast episode and the application link in the description of this video. Now that we're all on the same page, let's talk about your intro video. In a few moments, I'm going to share with you the video that's on my Outschool profile, and all of this is kind of fresh in my mind because I only applied a couple of weeks ago. But before we get into that, I want to kind of break down some of the elements that go into making a great video. I would start things off by introducing yourself and then start talking about the things that you are passionate about, the things that really light you up inside, the things that you want to teach. I think the second step in the video is to kind of build credibility for yourself. Because Outschool is a platform that allows teachers and non-teachers to teach and offer classes, it's kind of up to you to convince the parents that you are the person that should be teaching that class. Here's what I mean by that. If I were to stand in front of the camera and say, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michael, and today I'm going to be teaching a class on chocolate chip cookies." The first question I think the parents are going to ask is like, well, what do you know about chocolate chip cookies? Why should we take a class with you? And the truth of the matter is, I don't know a whole lot about chocolate chip cookies. I've made them a few times, but I don't know. It's not really my area of expertise. Now, let's contrast that with someone who opens their video and says, "Hi, my name is Michael, and as far back as I can remember, I have made chocolate chip cookies with my mom and grandma. Today, I want to share that recipe with you." That is a whole different vibe. That immediately establishes some form of credibility. Do I have formal training in chocolate chip cookie making? No, but I started things off by saying, as far back as I can remember, I have been making chocolate chip cookies. That immediately says I have experience doing it and I know what I'm talking about. And not only that, I've learned from the best, my mom and my grandma. So that should be step number 2. Build credibility. I think the third element that goes into making a great video is to get really specific about the types of students that you want in your class. Let's say, for example, that I was offering a Spanish lesson. I don't think it really serves me to say like, "Hey, anybody who wants to practice Spanish, come one, come all. Come into my class and we're gonna speak Spanish." That's so general, it doesn't really give the parents a sense of whether or not that class is going to be right for their child. To contrast that, if I were to say, "Hi there, I'm offering a class in Spanish, and this class is for people who have never spoke Spanish in their life. We're gonna start by counting from 1 to 10, then I'm gonna teach your child how to introduce themselves, and finally, I'm gonna teach them how to say what their favorite hobby is in Spanish." That's a lot more specific. That's gonna give the parents a better sense of, oh, actually, you know what? My kid has been speaking Spanish for 3 or 4 years. I think this is going to be a little too low for them. Maybe I should search elsewhere. Or it's going to let the parent know, like, oh, this is exactly what I need. My kid has never spoke Spanish. They're going to fit right in this class. It's going to be tailored towards them. So I would get really specific about who you want in your class. You're going to see an example of this in my video, but what I did was I kind of grouped students and said, you know, the kids that I want in my class are really energetic kids with ADD or ADHD. That's something that I have. I know how to kind of tailor some of my lessons towards kids who have that type of temperament. And then finally, I offered my classes to kids that are interested in sports. So those are kind of three large but specific enough groups that I think it's gonna help the parents decide if my class is right for them. So those are the three things that I want you to keep in mind when you're making your video. Number one, introduce yourself and talk about your passion. Number two, build credibility. And finally, number three, talk about who this class is built for. And one bonus tip before I share my video with you, I think it really is gonna help you in the long run if you don't get too specific or too pigeonholed as to what you're gonna teach on this platform. I think that's a mistake that I made in my video. I kind of got really narrowly focused and said, I'm gonna be doing circus and juggling classes, which is true, but it didn't really leave a whole bunch of opportunity for me to talk about my passion for photography or filmmaking or YouTube or any other types of things like that I may want to offer in the future. So that's kind of where I fell short in my video. So I would just kind of recommend you keep that in mind when you're making your video. Don't pigeonhole yourself too much. I hope you found some of those tips helpful, and now I'm gonna just share with you the video that is currently on my Outschool profile. Thanks a lot for watching. Hello and welcome to my Outschool profile. My name is Michael Venn. I'm known on the internet as Teacher Michael, and I've been an online teacher for the last 3 years. Before I got into the world of online teaching, I used to work as a professional puppeteer and juggler. I have performed to students and schools all over the world, and in my Outschool classes, I want to share my passion for circus and juggling with you. In my class, not only are you gonna learn how to juggle, you're also gonna learn some of the mindset principles that go behind learning skills like this that seem impossible. These things are things like hard work, practice, patience. These are the types of things that I'm gonna focus on in my classroom, and I'm gonna use juggling as a way to teach those things. My approach to teaching circus, and more specifically juggling, is for every student in my class to walk away having had some degree of success. There are ways to tailor this kind of a skill to all ages, all age groups, and all abilities. So I really want every single student in my class to have success. So who is this class for? This is for anyone who has an abundance of energy, anyone who maybe has trouble focusing. That's something that I certainly had when I was a student. I have ADHD. I was often labeled as a class clown. And what once was looked upon as something that was holding me back in the classroom, it was ultimately revealed to me that that was my biggest strength. That's what made me become a great juggler. I was able to focus on multiple things at the same time. That was really my superpower. You also may be an athlete. You might be a basketball player, a baseball player, a soccer player, badminton, tennis. If you play any sport at all, I guarantee you that learning how to juggle will make you better at those sports. We're gonna improve hand-eye coordination, we're gonna improve confidence, we're gonna improve physical dexterity, and most importantly, we're gonna have fun. So if that sounds like the type of class that you wanna sign up for, please do. Bye! Seriously, I hope I see you in the classroom. Hey! Let's do this. So there you have it, folks. That is my intro video for Outschool. I hope you found it useful just to see an example of how someone puts together a video like that. One thing that I kind of, it's a little bit echoey in here. This is a new, I'm just recording / editing this at a friend's house. And I've got my trusty little sidekick with me. Anyway, one thing that I think that I missed the mark on in this video was I kind of blurred the lines between your general intro video and the intro video for your class, your specific class. So the way that it works is you have to create a general intro video that kind of introduces yourself to Outschool parents. But then when you list a class, you can also choose to create a specific trailer video for that class. So I do think largely these principles kind of can go back and forth between each style of video, but my intention was to be speaking just about your very general introduction video. Anyway, good luck making yours. I hope you have fun doing it, and let me know down in the comments what you plan on teaching and if you found this kind of a video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And until next time, I will see you on the internet. Peace! Yeah.